Welcome to the power of you. I am Yeyefini Efunbolade, the director of the International Institute of African Studies and Knowledge and the president of Yeyefini.com. If this is your first time, welcome to the power of you. And for those of my loyal, dedicated friends and followers, we just want to say welcome again. The power of you. This segment, we're going to be talking about when you know whose you are, you can sit, wait, and you'll see God's reflection through you as your divine purpose. Let me say that again. It's important for us to know who we are, but it's also very important for us to know whose we are. So when you know whose you are, you can sit, wait, and you'll see God's reflection through you as your divine purpose. You know, we are made in the likeness of God. And some of those of you that have been with me for a while on different social platforms know I'm a priestess of the African traditional religion. I practice both Lukumi as well as Ifa, as well as Palo. Yes. And so in this practice, we understand, because everyone have their belief. You have to believe in something. And so in our beliefs and the tradition that inspires me and continues to give me a place of substance and renewal in this African traditional practice, we understand that we are made in the likeness of God. We are made in the likeness of the creator of all of this fantastic universe that gives us water, air, blessings, light, darkness, all aspects of us. We get the sunlight, we get the moon, we get the stars. We have the grass that's growing outside, the herbs that are available to us, the animals whose energy we use for reconnecting and reflecting and recalibrating. And so we are made in the likeness of the divine. And the divine energy is to allow, we are made in a way that the antenna or connecting rod to the divine is our awareness that we know that it exists. So when you know whose you are, then you know that you come from a vast area of supply. It gives you everything that you need, as we said before, the plants, grass, animals, people, other people, they are your inspiration. Those are the other expressions of God, the availability for us to exist and exalt ourselves. So the divine is the great I am, the big generator of the world. It's like when you have a generator, when the electricity is gone, you can put that on and it comes back on. That is, the sun is our generator. The divine is our generator to make sure that the source and the juice and everything is coming to us. All right? And so it controls how bright we are as its reflection. It controls it because as long as there is as long as it's there, we know that we have a reflection. It controls how bright that we are. Just as the moon is one of the aspects of the divine, and the other planets, and the other suns, and the other stars. And so the moon is dark. The moon does not have a sun. It does not have a light. It's dark. And just as powerful as the sun. Its power is seen and felt when the moon reflects on it. So the moon is always there. We don't see it until the sun says, hoo-hoo. Until she says, through, makes a rotation and it's the sun is there, right? And so we today are making sure that we remember, we remind ourselves, myself included, because I'm always evolving. We are all evolving, reminding ourselves that we have the power within. We are the power that everyone and everything is seeking. So when the moon is dark and is mystical and it seems like it's not there, because when you look up in the dark of the moon, when it's farthest away from the sun, it's like, okay, there's nothing out there. So the moon is just sitting there filling itself with the knowledge and the power that it knows what it is. Though it's dark, it's still controlling the moon, the seas, the ocean. It still has that intergalactic movement of allowing the planet Earth to be cool at night so that the sun can take a rest and the plants can have water and we can have energy of coming out and just going within. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist because we don't see it. So alone, she can't be seen, but she sheds light on us. Just as the sun makes a reflection and then she wakes up and the new moon is dark, and then as the quarter comes up and then the full moon comes up, wow, where have you been? So alone she cannot be seen, but sheds a light on us. And she controls and radiates as much energy as the sun. The other planets know her power, though they don't see her. But twice a month, they see her in the first quarter-ish, and then when she's on the way down. So the other planets, they wave at her as she comes from new to full, and then go far, and then rest again, and build up that power. In the course of 2 weeks, she's coming from a dark moon from the beginning until the full moon. And then after that, she starts another rotation as she goes up, 28 days. So the other planets see her when she comes out, and she's the brightest thing, and everybody's saying, oh, look at her, look at her. And giving her rewards and bending to her and say, yes, fill them up, mother. And we're saying, thank you, moon, for the rain. Thank you for the floods. Thank you for all of the things that you are working through us. They are not jealous and envious of her magnificence. They support her monthly glory. And they miss her. And they wait for her when she comes back. Just like the moon, each one of us has a special time when we are shining brightly amongst other people or circumstances or situations. We are the biggest ones. Whoa, it is our time. So each one of us have our time, our space, our brilliance. So when we know who we are and whose we are, people around us people around us are see people that we are called upon for higher positions, receiving accolades. Some people win the lotto. They get a big celebration, a big promotion. They become the head of the company, the head of everything. They have babies that have been waiting for and thought they would never have. All of these miraculous things happen. And then we are glad for them because we will be double happy when our time comes. When our time comes, we'll be like, okay, now I know what it feels like to be rewarded. Yes. So knowing whose you are is a choice we face each day. And those moments where we forget, and we get distracted and we think that because we're not seen, we are forgotten. The moon knows that she's coming up. She's going to be her time. So when we go through these times that we choose, yes, I know my time is coming. We don't get impatient. We know that there's a rhythm that God created all of us in its ever-flowing, powerful love for us. So when you are having temporary amnesia of who you are, how do you return to whose you are? Ask the people, who you are and whose you are. Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that. Yes. So when we are having temporary amnesia of who we are and whose we are, how do you return to remembering that? Just take a few minutes and ask yourself, how do you come back? Do you meditate? Do you pray? Do you cry? Remind yourself that your day is coming. The biggest thing is to remind yourself that you chose this destiny. You chose this platform to be in, current platform of life. You chose to be here. And so in my story, in my book, when I received my African name was the beginning of me remembering whose I was. I knew who I was, but to know whose I was, I knew I had a purpose. I had a reason. I have something other than just another human being. And in my book, The Living Shrine, and my workbook, we have a beautiful chapter on that. And how analyzing and seeing how my name changed me. My mother named me, my middle name was just like my mom's, Mercedes, when I was born. And that's the energy of mercy. Mercedes, pretend that's Mercedes, right? Of mercy. When I was initiated, I initiated to Obatala. And in the brilliance of the ancestors in the Lukumi faith, in order to be able to hide traditional African spirituality, they took saints in front and put them in front of the churches, and they knew through the stories about God and Yemonja and other riches how to make the figures that represented Christian Christian deities, Christian saints, was able to then take the African correlation to it. So Virgen de las Mercedes is Obatala. I was initiated to Obatala. And then when I got initiated to Obatala, my name became Yeyefini, mother of whiteness, mother of the truth, mother of all of the things that is Mercedes. No coincidence. So from I was born, the inspiration to name me Mercedes came from Obatala through my mother to name this child that's coming here, to know, not knowing that I was Obatala's child all those years. To be initiated at 23 years old, to be a priestess of Las Mercedes. Come on. So Spirit already knows who we are. Spirit knows when I was born that the sun would shine on the moon and I would be created into this person that I am today, being able to have my present here to inspire you, to remind you that, like the moon, when things are dark and you don't know where they're going and they seem hidden, you're going to have your time, your way, your day. And so connecting to your Ori, to your head, to your divine self as to why you were stamped, what is your spiritual DNA, what is your passion, what is your reason, to bless your Ori and remind you that your Ori is always with you. Stand outside in the sunshine and see that you have a shadow that never leaves you. That's a reminder that wherever you go, the shadow is going to go with you, right? At 12 noon, that's why in this faith sometimes rituals are said and made at 12, and some are that you should not be outside at 12, because at that time you and your Ori, guardian spirit, shadow, that's another class, will give you that boost to remind you when you look, oh, that's my shadow. I'm never alone. So the dark part of you, the darkest part of you in your spirit, when spirit comes through, how do you remind yourself? Yes. So just as a name could give me my brilliance, a reminder that my day would come from when I was this little girl. And if you read my book, The Living Shrine, you'll know there was a lot of story to come through there. So some dark times. But what brought me through is knowing when I got to be 23 and I knew my name and that I chose this destiny. I knew then that the dark moments are moments to go within, go into the moon, go to yourself and know my day is coming. My brilliance is going to be there. And when you see others having their moment, celebrate them because yours is coming. And then to add to my name, I didn't like my name, Yeyefini, because I thought Yeye, that's a big, heavy woman. Fini, purity, health, brilliance, mother of truth. I was like, Fini is like fine cloth, not cloth, but fine, the purity, mother of purity. I'm 23 years old. I don't like my name. So it was Obatala reminding me that there are bigger things, that your day is going to come, that you're going to be shining, that you will be Fini. So in those moments, tap into who you are and whose you are, and know that when the sun shines on the moon, boom, you pop out. So the ritual to connect you, go outside and look at your shadow and give thanks. Because guess what? The divine is so loving that even when you're sleeping, your Ori or yourself, your essence, your divine self, your divinity is inside of you. Because the minute you wake up and you're standing out in the sunshine, you don't have to call it. You don't have to summon it. It already, when you stand again in that brilliance of the sunshine, says, oh, yes, there you are. You were sleeping, you were resting, you were rejuvenating, you're reconnecting to me. While you're sleeping, while you're breathing, I am giving you all of the nutrients are going through in all of the right places. And now when you stand up, You become a reflection of me. I created you so that you would be able to do and to take and enjoy all of the benefits of of this earth, your incarnation. So today, remember, each day you have a choice to remember that you are a reflection of the divine, and the power is in you. And just as the moon may be dark, she's not gone. She's not away. She's still present. And when it's somebody else's time to shine, you will be just as happy as the moon is when the sun shines on her. So have a blessed day. And we have our meditation to connect to us, to the power of source. And so take a nice cleansing breath, breathe it in, and then breathing out. And breathing in one more time, and breathing out. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. And I want you, when you breathe out, to imagine yourself wrapped in a white cloud of purity, pure essence of your brilliance, and see you in a white cocoon of perfection, and just feel it beating like your heart. Boom, 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 boom. So whenever you're feeling that you are not getting your due rewards, just know that connect to that meditation, and your day is coming. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Have a beautiful day. And I see you again on Wednesday in the power of you. Remember to connect. Linktree, linktr.ee// Ask Yeyefini. And if this reach your heart and you are interested in donating and contributing, we are available on yeyefini.com for donations. Thank you. Have a blessed day.